What's up guys, on today's video we're going to be replacing a couple silicone couplers with Mishimoto couplers for the BMW F10 M5. So we have some couplers that we're going to be replacing along with proper T-bolt clamps and not these cheap whimsy clamps that break and twist and don't hold anything. But the main reason we're doing this is because you see this condensation that's formed on this closer coupling. So I clean it off and it keeps coming back. I think these couplers over time with the heat cycling, especially since they are basically directly mounted to the turbos, they get extremely hot, and I guess they're seeping oil through them, or oil vapors. So we're gonna go ahead and replace these suckers just for peace of mind, and plus they kind of look like they've been bitten into with these cheap clamps. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace them with some nice Mishimoto parts. So we'll get right to it. It's pretty simple. Basic hand tools that you need: T30, T25. What we're gonna do is there's two bolts that hold the intercooler, one right there and right there. We'll loosen those to give us some play, and we'll kind of get this done. You know, I've taken these off already once to just clean everything out here, and I reassembled, and I keep noticing that this is happening, and I talked to a couple members and they're like, yeah, I've had the same issue. The couplers seem to go bad after a while from all the intense heat from the engine bay. So I'm gonna go ahead and swap them out, give you guys a time lapse of the job, and yeah, let's get into it. All right, so got some better lighting, so let's get to work, shall we? So I got this one off. So the pipe inside, there's nothing in here. It's absolutely dry. But on the outside, it looks a little damp, like it has some kind of maybe fluid or something. All right. You could kind of see that there. Okay. Yeah, it looks like might be a little oily residue coming through the turbos, which is common. But you see how I'm talking about the water condensation there, right? All right. Yeah, this one's kind of more gunked up on the inside. So But for those of you that have never seen inside a Terpsky. There you go. Pretty clean in there. So that basically what's going on here is air comes in through the intake into the turbo, gets spun up, pushed back through the intercoolers, and then goes back into the engine on the bottom side. So that's that. I'm gonna clean this off a little bit and connect the new ones. And also another fun fact, you see how they're offset? One turbo sits a little further back than the other. God damn, this is retarded. So as you can see, I'm struggling like a mofo over here. Yes, these brackets or these clamps are so much better, but they're bigger, so it's so much tighter to move them around and fit them in here to get them to be able to clear all these little intake boxes and all this nonsense. So, you know, one fits better this way, the other fits better this way. It's just very annoying, hidden, you know, get it to work, get it not to work, but I think I finally got it. Yeah, very tedious job. You might think, oh yeah, this is gonna take me 5 minutes to do because all I'm gonna do is just, you know, change some hoses and some clamps. And that would be the case if these stupid turbo coolant lines wouldn't be running right there. That's what makes it extremely difficult. Okay. Freaky. I am busting a sweat because of this heat lamp right here. That's making me extremely hot. But I think we got it now. gonna snug that up so I could pull this back a little bit. There we go. Now I'm gonna loosen this. Snug this in a little deeper so it's sitting nice and flush. And with this, I'm just trying to more or less align it so it kind of just sits flush. But let me see. Yep, I got plenty of space here to get the lip on. So the whole clamp is basic. So the lip is right here and the clamp is behind the lip. Just gonna do a final position check here. Yep, that is good. Everything looks good. Time to tighten her down. And then these clamps right here, you know, it's metal on metal, so I'm not afraid of going tight. These last two that are connected to the intercooler, this is plastic, so you want to be careful and not over tighten this bad boy, because that could lead to problems down the road, which you do not want to have with a cracked intercooler piping. Because then the only solution is to replace it, but nobody wants to replace it with the original. So the next best thing is you upgrade to a upgraded charge cooler. All right, now the only thing I gotta do is bring this up a little bit. Oof, my back is hurting from leaning over. All right, there you have it. That took forever. I had to do a little notch right here to just clear that bolt, but everything is in nice and tight. It was such a pain in the ass to try and get these organized and nice and straight, but it is what it is. Everything is connected, and we'll see if that issue persists or not, but definitely takes longer than you think. So give yourself a lot of time. Now the moment of truth, make sure the hood closes. All right, perfect.